Wakanda forever. This movie is not that good. So I don't really understand. 95%. There was like a bunch of comments and they were like, love the movie and the seats were great. Love the movie and the seats were great. It's kind of weird.
I kind of feel like Rotten Tomatoes, the verified scores that they're being bought and paid for right now. When's the last time we saw like a verified audience review that was just really horrifically bad? I don't really remember one. And when you look at The Woman King, 99%, so many of those were just, they could have been about any movie ever. It could have been about Old Yeller. It could have been about The Jungle Book. It could have been about any movie. They're just very nondescript. And that's the same kind of thing we're seeing for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever as well. So it does kind of make you wonder how those are exactly being tallied up, because a lot of it looks like bots. And that the point of the verification system was for it not to be that way, but that's how it looks.
There's like one of the first reviews I pulled up just says storyline, special effects, dedication to Chadwick Boseman. And they're all capitalized and it has 5 stars. And it's like, yeah, I mean...
Well, at least that says Chadwick Boseman. Like, that's not necessarily what I'm talking about. That at least is something specific about the movie.
A lot of this stuff is just, it's so generic. But we've been seeing this for a while, and this all happened with Captain Marvel, where they changed all of the audience scores so that they can control it and everything like that. And it's not working out too well for them. The positive aspect of this is not going to have the same element as the negative aspect of it. You can have a 99% for Woman King, but if people really aren't feeling that, then it doesn't matter. The reason that the negativity hurts is because the movie sucks. Yeah. That's why you're getting the negative score. It's not like a fucking movie like Endgame was going to be hurt if Rotten Tomatoes bots got the damn audience score down to 52%. It's not like people were just not going to go see Endgame at that point, because Endgame made audiences happy. I know a lot of people have problems with it, but the bottom line is people went to see that movie and the word of mouth kept people coming back. Same with something like Top Gun Maverick. The reason that the fucking audience score was not low for Top Gun Maverick is because the fucking movie was good. So they're going to try to manipulate this or to try to battle this, try to say, oh, it's just a bunch of toxic trolls. No, it's not. And no amount of you virtue signaling changes people liking or not liking a movie in general. That's how the reality of the world works. Most people don't go to Rotten Tomatoes, but the people that do go there give their opinions, make a good movie, and you don't have shit to worry about. That's how you cure the problem. So controlling a narrative around an audience number on Rotten Tomatoes has little to no impact on the movie's performance. The movie being good or bad has the impact. That's how it works.
Also, I do think that what you see a lot is the MCU's turned so many people off that a lot of people just won't go and see it, right? That would have gone and seen it before that won't go and see it now. Those people aren't going to voice their opinions on Rotten Tomatoes like they were before, because now it's the verified way. It's only the verified way. And even that, it's kind of difficult because I think it's only through Fandango, right? It's like a very specific way you have to verify.
To purchase through Fandango, I think that's how it goes.
Right. So I can tell you I've never, ever reviewed anything on Rotten Tomatoes, regardless of whether I liked it or not. It's just not really something that I do. But it definitely does seem a little suspicious, especially when you look at the Metacritic score. The Metacritic score is sitting around 5.6, 5.8, something like that. That to me is a little more representative of the movie itself. I do think even the people that love it, I think they're going to look back at it a little bit differently, potentially. Like maybe if they go for a second viewing and you don't have maybe that same emotional resonance that they drew out of you with Chadwick Boseman, and you just watch it like for the movie itself, to me, the plot is just so thin. Yeah. If you take out the emotional weight of Chadwick Boseman, like tugging on your heartstrings, what really is this movie? And I don't think it's about a whole lot.
No, I mean, but they have like 15 or 20 locations in this film. So every other scene is in a different place. So it's disjointed as fuck. This movie essentially boils down to two minorities fighting each other over a resource that they exclusively have access to. Because not a single person is can actually steal it from them. Nobody can get this from them, and we shouldn't go to war with them because they'll kill us all. So like, it's essentially just two minorities being angry at each other over something that they have exclusive access to, and it doesn't make any sense. It's a fucking embarrassment, to be honest. Ryan Coogler is a better director and a better writer than this, but I actually lost a lot of respect for him after this movie.
T'Challa should have been recast.
His brothers came out vocally in support of the hashtag recast T'Challa movement. He supported a petition that was out there, things like that. he said that's what Chadwick would have wanted. He always talked about T'Challa and his legacy and things like that. So his family is fully in support of that. I don't know Chadwick Boseman personally. I assume his brother knows him better than I do. So I'm going to go by what his brother said. I'm not trying to say, and I would never say that is an easy thing to do for Disney. We've talked about it on here. I think we talked about it like 6 months, a year ago, something like that. There would have been massive blowback if they had recast T'Challa. There would have been people that were upset about it. It wouldn't have been an easy thing to do. Disney right here kind of was between a rock and a hard place in terms of you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. There's going to be people that are mad either way. However, what they decided to do when they did decide to kill him off, instead of maybe doing it in a way that would honor that character or something like that, not just, hey, let's make this exactly replicate the situation of Chadwick Boseman's death to emotionally manipulate you. Instead of doing that, you could have made something that made sense.
Yeah.
You could have had T'Challa get into a situation where he uncovered like this massive fucking threat, and he knew that he probably wasn't going to make it out, but he sacrifices himself to save some other people. He sacrifices himself to get a last message out to Wakanda. This is coming. You need to get ready, blah, blah, blah. But no, instead what they wanted to do was make you think and feel exactly the way you felt about it when Chadwick Boseman died of cancer. So they doubled down on a bad fucking decision right there.